I am making a video. I am making a YouTube channel. I am going to be creating videos. I'm going to do some stuff because what else can I do? I can't do anything. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so fucking lost. I'm gone, brother. I got no future. I am gonna be a 35-year-old loser in a couple years. Oh man. Well, I mean, I'm 21, but just turned 20, or just turned 21. I'm 20, 21. Can you do something for me? I was not funny. Okay, I'm making a video. And I honestly, I don't want to edit this video. I don't want to do anything with this video. I'm not creating a script. I don't have a script. I'm just talking out of my ass. Okay, I'm just talking. Okay, I'm just talking because, frankly, whenever I think about making a video, and I've always wanted to create a video, whenever I think about creating video, I'm like, I have to write a script. I gotta be organized. I gotta plan for that. And then once I plan for that, and then once I do the video, I gotta I gotta edit it, and then I gotta do all these things. I gotta market the video, and I gotta keep doing that over and over again. I gotta spend 5 hours just for one person to watch my video. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Frankly, I'm not gonna do that. But I want to make a YouTube video. I want to do something. Why? I don't know. Because a couple years ago, when I was a wee little baby, when I was like 15, 14, it was really set in my mind that I wanted to be a YouTuber, that I wanted to be a Twitch streamer, that I wanted to do something so that I could sit at my home all day and just be on my computer and, I don't know, make some money. That's so unrealistic. That is so unrealistic. Even if you're like a slop tuber where you post AI videos or you post like ASMR videos, it is still really hard to make it. Like I could throw away my ego. I could throw away my personality. I could throw away my friends. I could stop thinking about what they care, stop caring about what they think of me, and just start doing. I could just steal other people's content and repost it constantly and make, a couple $100 off of YouTube Shorts, I could do that. Do I want to? No. So then I think about it, I'm like, okay, well, why do I want to make YouTube videos? Why do I want to make content? Why do I want to do anything? And one reason I could lend you, if you are here to listen. I have no idea what to do. I have no idea what to do with my life. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Listen, you and me, we're one and the same. We're one and the same. I'm hoping to reach my peers. I'm hoping to reach my peers. Okay. The job market sucks. Okay. Where do you go to get a job? I don't know. Nobody really taught me. I've looked for career advice. Reddit tells me, oh, just goes to go to a recruiter, go to job fairs, you do that stuff. You go to a job fair and they're like, apply online. You go to a recruiter and they're like, yeah, we're not talking to you. You go to, the office website, you go to whatever. It's just hard to find a job. Okay. And I'm a guy who is about to graduate with a degree. And I'm going to be honest. I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything but get the degree. That's it. And listen, you want to know what my degree is? It's not helping me either. Like there are some degrees, there's 2 degrees really, finance and business, that will get you pretty much a job pretty easily. It'll land you a comfy job and you don't really have to do anything. You just have the degree. And all you did was like add 1 + 1 = 2, you figure that out and you get your degree. But my degree, just like a lot of other degrees, like, a comp science major, doesn't really have a lot of job prospects immediately, or at least good paying job prospects that are, relatively rewarding for the stuff that I do. I'm a psychology major. Spoilers. I'm a psychology major. And I love psychology. I can talk about psychology. Do I know a lot about psychology? Probably not. Probably not. And maybe that lends to the education system. Maybe that lends to myself. But not enough to market myself for the future. Not enough to do anything with it. Because frankly, and I'll keep this short because this is very specific to me. Frankly, when you have a psychology degree, you have a bachelor's degree, you can't really do anything with it like immediately, because then you have to be qualified to like help people, and you got to get the qualifications to help people, and you got to get the expertise to get those qualifications, and you got to get the you got to get the experience beforehand to get those qualifications so that you can help people. But that means in order to get experience, you have to help people first. So you have to do something. And I don't know how to do people. I don't know how to do people. I don't know how to do something. I don't know how to do that either. But I don't know how to do something. I don't know how to help these people to get qualified to help these people. It's a little tough. And I could go and get my master's degree. Yes, that could happen. But there are a lot of questions with all that stuff. And I did plan to get my master's whenever I thought about this. Whatever. It's a psychology degree. I'm scared. Frankly, I'm scared. And I just feel like I didn't do enough in my college career. I'm pretty much at the end of it. I got 2 months left, 3 months left. However much is left in the semester of this year. I'm recording this in September, at the beginning of September. I haven't done anything. I've worked one job. And then I finally got another job. I'm going to be honest, I applied to a lot of places. I couldn't get anything. The problem is, and probably the entire reason why I'm making this video, the entire reason where we go back to the overarching message that I had for this video. Why am I making a YouTube video? Because there's no reason to make a YouTube video. I'm just making a YouTube video to make a YouTube video. I'm not even editing this thing. I don't even care about this thing. Like, I mean, I care about this thing, but like, I'm just making it. Okay, whatever. Why? Why am I making a YouTube video? I don't talk to people. I don't talk to people. I go to class. I say if I have a job, I go to work, I do what I need to do there, and then I go home, and then I do nothing. I consume. I scroll through TikTok, I watch YouTube videos, I watch streams, I play video games, I eat. That's it. Maybe I go out on a walk, maybe I read. I'm a reader. Maybe I do something, but I'm just consuming. I'm just consuming to pass the time. I do nothing, frankly. And the problem is, I'm kind of lonely. And the thing is, you can't be lonely and expect to have some job prospects, at least right now. At least right now. Also, you can't be lonely and expect to do something with your psychology degree. But that's besides the point. This is kind of a message. If you're watching this video and you can relate to this at all, there are a lot of people like you and I, and this is kind of a message for me. There are a lot of people like you and I, where our future doesn't look bright, doesn't look great. You're not doing anything about it. You know what you need to do about it, but you're just going to continue to not do anything about it. And you're just going to continue to survive until, something pushes you over the edge, whether you have to start paying bills, you get kicked out of your house, you get, whatever happens that forces you to really get kickstarted. And even then, when you do that thing, maybe you work and you're financially, you're making it by, you know, you're doing what you need to do. Even then, you just do the bare minimum. You just do enough to pay your rent, to to pay your bills, pay your food, feed yourself. You just do enough to get by. Even then, you still have to do one more thing. And I'm going to be honest, this is the hardest thing ever. You have to socialize. You have to talk to people. And oh my God. Why? Why do I? No. I don't want to do that. Come on. That's too scary. That's too much. Okay, like, come on. How do you even do that? You know? You go outside and you socialize. You do your thing, but then you go home and then you still feel lonely, or you didn't really do anything at the end of the day. You know, you just did your job and then you come back. You surround yourself around people, but you just, you know, spend the rest of your days doing nothing. I want to do something, and I'm basically just here to say, if you feel that way, where you go home, you go to college, you go to your classes, you go to work, and then you go home and you scroll through TikTok all day and you do nothing. You have a couple friends maybe, or maybe you don't have any friends, and or you rely on your friends a lot, and if they're not there, you know, you just do nothing for the rest of the day. I think this is much more common than I'd like to believe, because I compare myself to others. It's really easy to do that, by the way. I compare myself to others, and I'm like, damn, you know, these people go to job fairs. These people got like they're productive. They're going to clubs. They're going to parties. They join clubs. They're going to parties. They're making a YouTube video. They're going on Twitch. They're becoming a Twitch streamer. Whatever. I'm comparing myself to those people, and I'm like, damn, I'm screwed. I'm doing nothing. I'm a loser. But then I sit and realize, and I'm like, it's so easy to do nothing. It's so easy. I know this firsthand. I know this firsthand. It's so easy to do nothing. And it's so hard to socialize. It's so hard to go out there or do something in general. Socializing, to me, I'm highlighting that because socializing is the first step to literally anything. At least it's forced upon us. With the horrible job market, you have to network. You have to put yourself out there to know people so that you can get people into that job. And then once you're in that job, you have to socialize with those people. You have to, you know, put yourself out there in order to move up the positions of that job. You have to socialize. Whether you want to or not. And to be honest, I want to. Because I don't like feeling lonely. I have friends, and I'm really grateful for those friends. I'm really grateful for my life, frankly. But why do I have to socialize? Oh, it's so hard. It's so scary. I You have to do all those stuff. You have to be active. You have to go out there and do it. You have to put yourself in scary situations. And you have to talk to people. And I think what I'm really going around and saying, this is so common. I think you shouldn't get caught up on comparing yourself to so many people around you. Not because it you know it's doing you harm. Everyone knows it's doing you harm when you compare yourself to another person next to you. But because There are a lot of people around you, I bet, at least around me when I go to college. There are a lot of people that live a very similar life to you. They're lonely. They don't really do anything. They fear for their future. They're around your age. They kind of know a little bit of what you're going through. And so I don't think it's I don't think it's weird to say. I don't think it's bad to say that you aren't really alone. And that even though, maybe you compare yourself to others and you say, or you tell me, you're like, hey, you don't sound like this. Hey, I know that other people are like me and, are lonely or whatever, but they're not as lonely as me. I don't have any friends. I don't know how to talk to people. I can't even do small talk. In fact, this is the first time I've ever spoken all day. You know, maybe it's like that. You have to start somewhere. You really do. You really do. And I promise you, and I'm kind of telling this to myself because I'm making a YouTube video. I'm making my first YouTube video for no reason. You have to start somewhere. And the best day to start is today. So just do it. Even if you don't know how to talk to someone, just do it. Admit that you don't know how to talk to people. Frankly, if someone came up to me and were like, "I don't know how to talk to people. Hi, how's it going?" I would be like, "Okay, hi. What's your name? That'd be cool." I mean, that sounds a little unrealistic, and that's never gonna happen. But you could be crazy. You could be crazy. Now, I'm going to be honest, it's really hard to make friends, especially when you started off with small talk. And listen, I could talk about it all day. I could talk about it all day. I could talk about how to make friends because frankly, I don't know how to make friends because I don't really have that many friends. I haven't made that many new friends if you didn't make friends in high school, if you didn't make friends in middle school, and you still don't have those, and you didn't, carry those friends over, to your college days, to your days as a young boy, as a young buck, as a young girl. That sounds weird. As a young person, if you didn't carry that over, GG. Oof, GG. You gotta get lucky. Okay, you gotta get lucky, frankly. Maybe I'm making this video to reach out to all the lonely people and be like, hey, me and you, I get you. I get you. I really do. I frankly do. And I don't know. Whatever you got going through your head when it comes to, making friends, at the end of the day, stop overthinking and just do it. People are too hard to predict to for every single situation, every single scenario. You could think of every single scenario, but it's still never going to end up like the way you planned it out. So just do it. Just talk to people. There are people that are lonely just like you. And now I know you can't find those people because those same people are sitting in the room for 12 hours a day, for 16 hours a day, rotting forever. I know it's hard. And to be honest, that's part of the reason why I'm making this video cuz hey, you're probably seeing this. How's it going? Um I just want to be relatable. I'm just clinging. I'm just clinging to be relatable because I don't have many social connections. Um, and I hope we can wallow together with a horrible future and being a loser. But not in a bad way, not in a bad way. Let's be optimistic. We're gonna get out of this. Let's not. I'm not trying to create like a depressed community. Okay, I don't like. Listen, like if you're depressed, that's awesome. Well, that's not awesome. If you're depressed, that sucks. And listen. I know a lot about depression, but Yeah, I'm talking. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just making a YouTube video, and I'm just gonna post this video, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna make more YouTube videos, and maybe I'll start editing my YouTube videos, and maybe I don't even know what to do with my YouTube. I'm just doing it because I just need to get in the mode to just fucking do it. Just do it. Just do it. Like, why not? Why not? So I'm gonna do it. Anyways, you were not alone. You were not alone. And maybe you can learn more about me in videos. And I can learn more about you if you comment down below and reach out. Yeah, I'm doing this YouTube video. I'm doing this YouTube thing pretty well. I'm not going to edit this video. That's all.